This is your boy Gamer, guys. In today's video, I'll be showing y'all the marquee matchup predictions and investments for April 3rd, FIFA 18 Ultimate Team, guys. If you are new to the channel, guys, I do this video every week. I show y'all who to invest in, marquee matchups, informs, man, the matches, really all different types of investment videos I do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn the best trading methods, if you want to learn and get the marquee matchups every week, or if you just need help with your squad, guys, hit that big red subscribe button underneath the video. To subscribe to the channel, guys. Check me out on Twitter at Nails Gaming. Feel free to DM me anytime with questions about FIFA, team, trading methods, anything really, guys. Just you can DM me. Even if you have questions about another game, you can DM me as well. Also check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/nailsgaming. Hit me with a follow on there. I'll be streaming here and there on that Twitch channel. And also, guys, check out my vlog, entertainment, and prank channel, guys. We're going to be getting out some vlogs and pranks for y'all here soon. That channel name is Deontay Nails, and that link is in the description as well. Go check out that channel. Hit that subscribe button on that channel. And, guys, let's try to get 30 likes on this video. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Let's get into the video for today, guys. Marquee matchups, investments, and predictions. So last week, this was the marquee matchups. If you're new, this is the first video you watched, the marquee matchup predictions and investments. Basically, every week there's 4 games, 8 different teams are picked for a marquee matchup. Basically, it's just an SBC where you put players in, you get packs out, and you get packs. You just make SBC teams with these players, and you just get packs, and yeah. So what we do is, as investors, we invest in we invest in teams ahead of time that we think are going to get a marquee matchup, and we sell in the hype before it comes out. So, look, first of all, first game here that I'm predicting is Man United versus Man City. It's the Manchester Derby, guys. EA missed it last time; they skipped it, so I don't really see them skipping it again. Next game we have is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. That is the Madrid Derby, guys. Big derby. I can't see them skipping that. We also have CSK Moscow versus Dynamo Moscow. That is a big rivalry. I think that's the Moscow Derby. And then we have Ala Alini and Al Hilal. I don't know how to pronounce those teams, but two teams from the Saudi League, guys. It's a big rivalry. It might even be a derby, and that is going to be a huge match as well. So those are my predictions for the 4 marquee matchup games. And here we go. We're going to show y'all the investments. So basically, you can invest 2 different ways. You can invest to do the marquee matchups, so you can buy 1 or 2 players from each team, 2 or 3 players from each team, just to be safe. And if they do get a marquee matchup, you'll be prepared. You'll have these players, and you won't have to spend a boatload of coins, because usually when these marquee matchups come out, it increases the prices of the players. So you can invest to do the marquee matchups and get the packs, or you can invest to invest in the marquee matchups. You can buy 100 players, 150 of these players, and then you can try to buy them and make 300 to 500, maybe even 1,000 coins profit per card. And the point of this is you sell in the hype. So you would sell 30 minutes before the marquee matchups come out, and that way, even if your players don't get a marquee matchup, then you still make profit, because you're selling the hype, because these players' prices rise as it gets closer to the marquee matchups, the new marquee matchup SBC dropping. So you just selling the hype, guys. So, for example, Manchester United, guys, we looked at their cards. They're going for around 500, 550 coins. Try to pick those up for as cheap as possible. 500, 550 is not a bad price. If you can get them on the bid for 400, 450, that'd be amazing, and you'll make even more profit. Next up is Man City players, guys. They're super expensive already. They're like 900 coins. So my advice is, guys, I would try to snipe these cards for 650, 700 and under, and maybe even try to win them on the bid for 650, 700 or under. If you do have to pay a little bit more, then, I mean, I feel like you'll still be able to make a couple hundred coins a card. And, guys, think about it. If you make 500 coins on 100 cards, that's 50,000 coins. So, I mean, this is not bad. This is not risky investing. It's fairly safe investing, and that's mainly what I preach to y'all. And you can also, try to get these players a little bit cheaper even, you can get them after Squad Battle Awards come out, Sunday, Monday, depending on where you are. It drops at midnight, and I think it drops at midnight. Squad Battle Awards drop midnight for the UK, midnight Monday morning, and then for the US, it drops at 6 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time. So you can pick up these cards then, and you can try to get them for cheap because people will be packing players and they'll be listing them up and not really caring, and they'll just undercut each other, and then you'll be able to pick them up for cheap on the Snipe. Next up is Atletico Madrid guys versus Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid players are already a little bit on the expensive side, guys. They're going for anywhere from, it looks like 500 to 800 coins a card, guys. I would say, guys, just try to pick them up as cheap as possible. Anything under 650, 700 coins is a fairly good price. I would try to get them for a little bit cheaper though on a bid if possible. Real Madrid cards are going for around the same 700, 750 coins. I would say, guys, pick them up for 750. And if you can get them up for cheaper on the bid, go ahead. Try to win these cards on the bid, guys. That is really important because the cheaper you get these cards for, the more profit you make. If you think about it, guys, if you pay 700 coins a card and then the card goes up to 1,200, and you could have picked it up for 500 on the bid if you'd have been a little more patient, you would have made more profit, and you're just cutting profit away from yourself. Just try to win them on the bid, guys, or snipe them. That's my best advice. I would personally bid when I was investing in the marquee matchups every week. I was winning a lot of these cards on the bid, and then once I would fill up my watch list, I would just send all those cards to my transfer pile and just do it over again. That's the best way to do it, guys, honestly, unless you see a really cheap card on the snipe and then you pick that up as well. Next up is the Moscow Derby, guys. CSK Moscow versus Dynamo Moscow. CSK Moscow players are going for around 500 coins, 450 coins. That's a great price. Try to pick those cards up for 400, 450 on the bid, and then you'll be able to turn around and most likely sell those cards for 800, 900, maybe even 1,000 coins a card in the hype. And guys, one more thing, you can also risk it and hold these cards. You can always risk it and hold these cards through the marquee matchups. Because if they do get a marquee matchup, these cards are going to just skyrocket in price, guys. Like, Man United players go from 700, 800 coins, 1,000 coins, 1,200 coins to tripling in price just because people will be buying those cards, and so many people invest in it, then it takes a lot of cards off the market, and people are wanting to do these SBCs and these marquee matchups, so people will buy them. Next up is the Dynamo Moscow team, guys. They really don't have a ton of golds. They have a lot of silvers, though, and my advice is just pick up the silvers as cheap as possible. They're going from anywhere from 500 to 700, 800 coins, guys. I would say just try to buy these cards literally just as cheap as possible. Anything really under 700 coins is a good investment. I would say try to get them for 500, 600 in that price range. Try to pick them up on the bid. But it does look like this team has a scarcity in players, and if they actually do get a marquee matchup, or if enough people like hype it up and get it hyped up, then those cards will just rise dramatically in the hype because there's not a lot of those cards at all. Next up is, and lastly, is the Saudi game versus Al Ahly, and it looks like Al Ahly, it looks like their silvers are going for quite a bit. Already they're going for, let's see, look, 600, 700 coins right there. Those are the cheapest two cards. I would say anything under 600 is a good price. Maybe 550, 500. Try to win them on the bid for that. You can also pick up some bronzes. They look like they're already kind of a little bit on the expensive side as well. I would say, let's see, 400, 450. It looks like they're already 800 coins. Wow, those bronzes are already 800 coins, guys. So, I mean, guys, check your club for the Saudis, guys. Make sure you don't sell them until in the hype this weekend if you do have some, or Tuesday. But if you can pick up some of those bronzes on the sniper on the bid for cheap, go ahead and pick up some of those bronzes. And then the other team that they're playing, Al Ahly, or Hilal. Their silvers are going for a couple hundred coins a card. I just say try to pick those up for as cheap as possible as well. Let's see, 500, 550 coins on the bid would be just absolutely amazing. Because these silvers, guys, they will rise so much in the hype. Silvers and bronzes will always rise a ton in the hype, especially if a couple YouTubers start predicting it. Just because there's not a lot of them, and that there's so many people who invest in the marquee matchups, and once people start investing, these prices start rising. Like, you've already seen it. The prices have already risen on these players, and so it's just going to keep on rising, guys. And then lastly, let's look at the bronze cards from this team. It looks like you can pick some up for 300, 200 on the snipe. I'll pick him up. 200, 350. So try to pick up some of those cards for as cheap as possible, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe to the video. It's me, Boy Knows Gaming. I'm out. Peace.